Welcome to this lecture on the motion of system of particles and rigid body. इस लेक्चर में हम derive करेंगे एक expression, the expression for moment of inertia of a ring, और for the axis of rotation जो एक rigid body का हो, इस केस के लिए we take axis passing through its center, and perpendicular to its plane. जब भी आप मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया की बात करते हैं, एक एक्सिस को डिफाइन करना बड़ा जरूरी है, बिकॉज एक रिजिड बॉडी का मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया एक्सिस के बदलने से बदल सकता है. सो इमेजिन कि ये हमारे पास एक रिंग है, सर्कुलर रिंग. इस सर्कुलर रिंग का जो ये वाला एक्सिस है, द एक्सिस पासिंग थ्रू इट्स सेंटर, और ये मास की डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है. सो वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस एक्सिस, सो दैट जो रिंग रोटेट करेगा, इट विल रोटेट विद रेस्पेक्ट टू द गिवन एक्सिस इन दिस मैनर. सो आई कैन इमेजिन कि अगर मेरे पास एक मास m का रिंग है, सो हियर इज द रिंग, ये उसका एक्सिस हम ले रहे हैं, दिस द एक्सिस, और with respect to this axis the ring may rotate, or we can start like this कि we have mass of ring equal to capital M, then we have a radius of a ring equal to capital R, we have circumference of a ring equal to 2 pi r, एंड देन अगर हम देखें कि जो मास की डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है इस केस में, दैट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ मास इज अलोंग द सर्कमफ्रेंस. सो हियर इज द सर्कमफ्रेंस. इस सर्कमफ्रेंस पर जो मास की डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है, इस मास की डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन से हम एक मास पर यूनिट लेंथ निकाल सकते हैं रिंग का. सो हियर आई डिटरमाइन दैट व्हाट वुड बी द मास पर यूनिट लेंथ विद रेस्पेक्ट टू दिस पॉइंट O. ये इसका रेडियस है, और दिस वी आर गोइंग टू use as the distance or the length over which the mass is distributed. तो मैं ये कह सकता हूँ कि mass per unit length would be equal to m divided by 2 pi r. If this is the axis passing, जैसे ये axis यहाँ pass कर रहा है, तो I may call the distance जो हम ले रहे हैं as an elementary mass as a certain distance dx. आप इमेजिन कर सकते हैं कि dx is an infinitely small point mass जिसका moment of inertia हम निकाल सकते हैं with respect to O. as you understand कि एक single particle का moment of inertia होता है mass of that particle multiplied by distance square. So I can say moment of inertia of elementary particle becomes equal to mass multiplied by, that means mass of the elementary particle multiplied by distance square. Now what is its mass? इसका mass ऐसे हो जाएगा m divided by 2 pi r, which is mass per unit length multiplied by dx. So this you will understand, mass per unit length को हमने given length से जब multiply किया तो हमें dm मिला. This is dm, and that dm which we have obtained, so this mass is dm. That dm I am writing like, और उसका जो distance है axis से, here is the axis passing through the center O, that is r square. Now what will be the total moment of inertia? The total moment of inertia will be integration of this. So I'll say that moment of inertia of the ring would be equal to, so this will be equal to integration of m by 2 pi r multiplied by dx multiplied by r square. We are going to integrate with respect to dx. So I give the limits to dx, that is 0 to 2 pi r. You understand कि 2 pi r is the total circumference, और हमने ये limits दिए to the value of dx. अब यहाँ पर जो हमारे पास इंटीग्रल है, this integral will give us the value like this. So this becomes I ring becomes, देखिए m by 2 pi r or r square, they are both constants, multiplied by integration of dx between the limits 0 to 2 pi r. अब ये r और इसमें से ये स्क्वायर खत्म हो जाएगा, so we get mr divided by 2 pi mr divided by 2 pi into what is integration of dx? It is x. So integration of dx is x, and what are the limits we are giving? 2 pi r and 0. So this gives you mr by 2 pi multiplied by, इसको लिमिट्स दे दें, which is 2 pi r minus 0. पहले अपर लिमिट, फिर उसके बाद लोअर लिमिट. So that way we get m by 2 pi into 2 pi r, और यहाँ r है. So we get cancellation of 2 pi and 2 pi. This comes out to be mr square. This is moment of inertia of this ring, and we have used that axis, which is axis passing through the center of the ring and perpendicular to plane of ring. In other words, जो हम axis of rotation use कर रहे हैं इस सारी प्रोसेस में, उस axis of rotation को सही से डिफाइन करना हमारे लिए मैंडेटरी है. अदरवाइज एक ही ऑब्जेक्ट के कई मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया हो सकते हैं विद रेस्पेक्ट टू डिफरेंट एक्सिस. अब अगर यहां हम एक चेंज लाएं, दैट इंस्टेड कि जो मैंने मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया कैलकुलेट किया, ये हमारे पास एक रिंग है. I have found moment of inertia with respect to this axis passing through the center of ring. If I have an axis which is passing through the periphery of the ring, तो अगर मैं यहाँ जो ये रेड पेन है इसको मैं यूज करता हूँ as an axis, can we find this moment of inertia of the ring with respect to an axis which is not the axis that passes through the center but it passes through the circumference? You will remember the theorem of parallel axis in this case. The answer to this question is yes. So if I say what is moment of inertia with respect to an axis passing through the edge of the ring, that means जो रिंग को टच करे और हम अब इस मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया की बात कर रहे हैं, दिस इज द मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया वी आर रेफरिंग टू. ये हमने निकाला, दिस वैल्यू आई हैव फाउंड टू बी द मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ द रिंग with respect to center of mass, that is mr square. Now I am referring to this one. So this is the axis passing through the edge of this ring, और जो ये distance है, ये distance आप agree करेंगे, this distance is equal to the radius of the ring. अगर मैं इसको IP कहूँ, then I have a definition which is now given by the theorem of parallel axis. So what is IP? IP is equal to ICM plus mr square. क्यों? We have IP equal to ICM plus mass into distance square. So we get IP equal to, देखिए ICM we have already found, it is equal to mr square. So this is mr square plus ये बन जाएगा फिर से mr square. This is mass into distance between the two axis is A, जो हम A से denote करते हैं. In this case that A is equal to R. So we see that the moment of inertia with respect to this axis is equal to twice mr square. This is another expression for moment of inertia of a ring with respect to an axis passing through the edge of the ring. In the similar manner, we could ask, what is moment of inertia of a ring with respect to an axis? See, this is the axis. Now this axis is passing along the diameter. That means अगर हम अब यही रिंग लेते हैं, ये मेरे पास रिंग है, and I have an axis like this, that means जो रिंग है ये ऐसे रोटेट करेगा with respect to this axis. So this is the rotation. और ये जो डायमीटर अब हमने इसका एक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन बनाया, उसके लिए हमें क्या करना होगा? I imagine कि अगर मैं दो ऐसे ही डायमीटर्स लेता हूँ, one of the diameters is this one and the other is this one. I call this one as IX. So this is IX. I call this one as IY. I have this moment of inertia which I call as IZ. I know the value of IZ जो मैंने अभी निकाली, that is mr square. और you will use now the theorem of perpendicular axis like this, कि जो theorem of perpendicular axis है वो ये कहता है कि IZ, which is the moment of inertia with respect to Z axis. So we have IZ equal to IX plus IY. नाउ वी फाइंड दैट जो आई जेड हमारा है, इट इज दिस मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एन एक्सिस परपेंडिकुलर टू द प्लेन ऑफ द रिंग, और इसकी वैल्यू हम निकाल चुके हैं, दैट इज इक्वल टू mr स्क्वायर. सो हियर इज द वैल्यू फॉर दिस. और अगेन जो आई एक्स और आई वाई हैं, I call them both equal, and I call this as ID. D stands for diameter, so this is equal to ID. Both are moment of inertia of the same ring with respect to diameter, so I call this as ID plus ID. So D stands for diameter, and then what I get twice of ID equal to mr square, and therefore ID is equal to mr square divided by 2. So this is the moment of inertia of a ring with respect to an axis which is along one of the diameters of the ring. Now next we take up determination of moment of inertia of a disk, और जो axis है वो इसके center के through pass हो रहा है and it is perpendicular to the plane of the disk. Unlike a ring, जो disk है ये एक solid plate की तरह होगा. So this is the solid plate. यहाँ पर पूरे में मास स्प्रेडेड है और वी हैव एन एक्सिस विच इज पासिंग थ्रू इट्स सेंटर एंड परपेंडिकुलर टू द प्लेन. सो इफ यू कैन सी कि दिस इज अ डिस्क. इस डिस्क के लिए अगर आप देखें, सो हियर वुड बी एन एक्सिस पासिंग थ्रू इट्स सेंटर एंड परपेंडिकुलर टू द प्लेन. द डिस्क इज रोटेटिंग इन दिस मैनर और एक्सिस फिक्स्ड है. नाउ गिविंग दिस डिस्क a mass capital M will mean कि the mass is now spreaded over a certain area. अगर हम ये मानते हैं कि जो डिस्क का इसमें एरिया है, दैट एरिया इज द सरफेस एरिया, दैट सरफेस एरिया विल बी पाई आर स्क्वायर. सो वी हैव दिस डेटा फॉर द डिस्क. मास ऑफ डिस्क इज इक्वल टू कैपिटल एम. एरिया आई मीन सरफेस एरिया ऑफ डिस्क विल बी इक्वल टू पाई आर स्क्वायर. इसका रेडियस जो है, दैट रेडियस इज इक्वल टू कैपिटल आर. सो हियर इज द रेडियस ऑफ द डिस्क इक्वल टू कैपिटल आर. And then we have mass per unit area of the disk. That mass per unit area will be m divided by pi r square. We assume कि जो mass है, that mass is uniformly spread over the whole surface area. That means अगर हम एक density इसकी लें, the density is not changing throughout the disk material. So in that sense, there will be a uniform thickness of the disk. उस यूनिफॉर्म थिकनेस के साथ हम देखेंगे कि मास जो है इट इज इवनली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड. अब अगर कहीं भी हमें एक छोटा सा एरिया हो, जिस एरिया को उसका हमें मास निकालना है, वी कैन डू इट लाइक दिस कि अगर मुझे एक गिवन एरिया है, वी विल हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई मास पर यूनिट एरिया बाय दैट गिवन एरिया. सो आई कैन से दैट मास ऑफ a given area, that given area you could see is capital A or something. This mass would be equal to mass per unit area multiplied by given area. Now thinking that we have to find out a certain moment of inertia, हम ऐसा करेंगे, we will utilize the previous expression जो हमने एक रिंग का moment of inertia निकाला है, that moment of inertia which was equal to mr square. हम उस mr square को यूज कर सकते हैं by thinking कि हमने जो डिस्क है, इस डिस्क को हमने डिवाइड किया काफी सारे रिंग्स में. So see this disk, I have the axis passing like this. यहां पर मैंने एक रिंग ले लिया, for example I have taken a ring of certain thickness here. फिर उसके बाहर एक और रिंग मैंने ले लिया, फिर उसके बाहर एक और रिंग मैंने ले लिया. So I will divide this disk into a large number of such rings. तो पहले छोटा, फिर उससे बड़ा, फिर उससे बड़ा, फिर उससे बड़ा. Ultimately जो सबसे बड़ा रिंग होगा जिसमें हम इसको डिवाइड करेंगे, that ring will lie at the distance of r from the center, or it will lie at a distance of capital R from the axis of rotation of this disk. Axis मैंने पहले ही बताया आपको, the axis of rotation is going to be this axis. अब ये जो हमारे पास ये rings हैं, these elementary rings, I can determine the mass of one of such rings. So let me show it on the diagram. जो diagram हमारे पास है, इस diagram में हम समझते हैं that if I take the disk to be a continuous distribution of mass, इस continuous distribution of mass को over a certain length or 0 to r मैं ऐसे कर सकता हूं. So here is the disk. here is the center O, ये center इसका center of mass भी है. Here I take one of the elementary rings, इसका एक elementary ring मैं ले रहा हूँ, and this elementary ring has a thickness dx. dx, so I'm exaggerating, although it's very very small, but I just want to show it clearly, so I am exaggerating the size. So this is dx, और जो इस रिंग का elementary ring का radius है, let that radius be x. So this is x, and this distance is equal to dx. Now how to find the area of this shaded ring? जो ये shaded ring है, how to find its area? We can do it very simply. एरिया कैसे निकालेंगे? इमेजिन कि आपके पास एक सीजर है, आपने सीजर से इस रिंग को काट दिया, यू कट इट. जब आपने इसको काट दिया, देन यू सेपरेट इट. जब आप इसको सेपरेट करोगे, इट विल बिकम ऑलमोस्ट अ स्ट्रिप लाइक दिस. सो दिस स्ट्रिप विल हैव एन एरिया. दैट एरिया विल बी कि जब आप इस रिंग को ओपन करते हो, द सर्कमफ्रेंस ऑफ द रिंग इज इक्वल टू 2 पाई एक्स. सो दिस स्ट्रिप विल हैव a length of 2 pi x, और जो स्ट्रिप की थिकनेस है, this thickness is equal to dx. So जो एरिया बनेगा इसका, area which we will call as elementary area of this ring, that will be 2 pi x into dx. This is one of the methods and a simple one. आप ऐसे भी कर सकते हो that you will take the outer ring will be the area of, it will be like this, that we have the outer area. So I'll say that area of ring is equal to outer area minus inner area. जैसे आप कभी एक स्टेडियम के ट्रैक का एरिया निकालते हो, इट्स लाइक दिस, you take the outer area which is say pi r1 square minus the inner area which is pi r2 square, subtract the two, you get the area of the track. Same way here. तो यहां आप देखेंगे कि अगर हम आउटर एरिया लें which is pi into x plus dx whole square, so this is x plus dx, यहां से लेके यहां dx है, so pi into x plus dx whole square minus pi x square. Pi x square is the inner area, so outer area minus inner area, so this will be pi into x square plus dx square plus, so this will be 2x dx multiply, this is a plus b whole square minus pi x square. When you open out, you get pi x square. This is pi x square. देखिए जो ये dx square है, it is very very small, infinitely small quantity as compared to x square. तो मैंने इसको almost zero कर दिया. I have removed it. So here we have plus 2 pi x dx minus pi x square. So when I subtract pi x square, it becomes 0. Our answer which is left out is 2 pi x dx. So this is same as the area which we find otherwise. Now this expression that we have a certain elementary ring whose mass is equal to 2 pi, so whose area is equal to 2 pi x into dx. जब हमें इसका अब mass निकालना है, I use the previous formula that mass of a given area is the area multiplied by mass per unit area. So I'll say mass of elementary ring. Elementary ring में अब इस ring को कह रहा हूं, which is shown shaded in the board. So this is elementary ring becomes equal to mass per unit area, which is m divided by pi r square into the given area. That given area is 2 pi x dx. So we see cancellation of pi and pi, or we get m divided by r square into 2x dx. Now this is the mass of the ring. और you again understand कि जब हमारे पास एक रिंग का मास हो और उसका रेडियस हो, इसका रेडियस x है, what we do is we take the value of its moment of inertia. That moment of inertia will be equal to mass multiplied by radius square. So we have already seen कि जब हम एक रिंग का moment of inertia लेते हैं with respect to an axis which is perpendicular to its plane, so that moment of inertia in this case I will call as di, the moment of inertia of this elementary ring, which will be equal to its mass, जो हमने देखा अभी, it is m by r square into 2x dx multiplied by radius square. radius square is x square. So this will be di is equal to, ये बनेगा आपके पास m by r square into twice x cube dx. What do we do for finding the moment of inertia of the whole disk with respect to an axis passing through the center and perpendicular to the plane? We integrate this expression. So integration of di will be equal to integration of m by r square into 2x cube dx, or we give the limits to this integral from 0 to capital R. That means we are finding the contribution of all such rings, जितने भी ऐसे rings हैं, these rings which are occupying the disk from the smallest with r equal to 0 to the biggest with radius equal to capital R. हम इन सब का contribution add कर रहे हैं, and that amounts to this integral. अब याद है कि m by r square और 2 बाहर आ जाएगा, they are constants, so we have twice m by r square into integration of x cube with respect to x between the limits 0 to r. We can further solve the integral by simply using that integration of x raised power n is equal to x raised power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So we have 2m by r square into integration of x cube will be equal to x raised power 3 plus 1, that is 4, divided by 4 between the limits capital R and 0. Then we can say that this would be equal to 2m by r square into, जब आप पहले x की वैल्यू r के बराबर देते हो फिर 0 के बराबर, you will obtain this as r raised power 4 divided by 4, और अगर आप यहाँ minus 0 by 4 ले लेते हो, so this will remain r raised power 4 divided by 4. So this answer comes out to be twice m by r square into r raised power 4 divided by 4. So 2 and 4 will get cancelled, r square will get cancelled, यहाँ r रह जाएगा. So your answer will come out to be 1 by 2 mr square. So this is the expression for moment of inertia of a disk, the moment of inertia of a disk. So I disk which will be with respect to an axis passing through the center and perpendicular to its plane. So it becomes equal to 1 by 2 mr square. So here is the expression. We can now take up some more cases here. आपने एक grinding stone देखा होगा. So what happens in case of a grinding stone? We have a disc like this, और उस disc के periphery पर एक peg लगा होता है, एक stick लगी होती है, और you go on rotating it like this. अब देखिए जो वो moment of inertia है उस grinding stone का with respect to an axis passing through the periphery of that disc, it's actually a disc. तो हम उस moment of inertia को by using theorem of parallel axis निकाल सकते हैं. And let's apply the theorem of parallel axis. So here when I say कि ये मेरे पास एक grinding stone है या एक disc उसको मान लें आप. So this disc has a axis here which is passing through its periphery. So I want to find out moment of inertia with respect to this axis passing through the periphery of this disc. So here it is. और यहाँ जो एक और axis है passing through its center, that is like this. So this axis which is passing through the center, I call it as ICM, and this one which is passing through the periphery, I call it as IP. Now this ICM which is passing through the center of the disc, जो इसका moment of inertia है, you have calculated just now. ICM is equal to 1 by 2 mr square, 1 by 2 mr square. और जो IP है वो हमें पता है that IP, that is moment of inertia with respect to an axis parallel to the one passing through center of mass, is equal to ICM plus m into a square. This is the theorem of parallel axis. In this case, what is the value of A? This is the value of A. So जो हम A ले रहे हैं, which is the distance between two axes, the two parallel axes. In this case, A is equal to the radius of the disc itself. Provided जो आपने ये axis है, ये इसको बिल्कुल edge पर आपने लगाया हुआ है. That means you have attached this axis to the end of the disc. अगर ये क्लोजर हो, स्टिल वी कैन फाइंड द मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया, लेकिन उसमें जो ए की वैल्यू है वो कैपिटल आर के बराबर नहीं ली जाएगी. दैट विल बी टेकन इक्वल टू जहां आप पास कर रहे हैं आर बाई 2, आर बाई 3, वट एवर. अब ये जो रिलेशन है, व्हाट दिस रिलेशन गिव्स अस, इट गिव्स अस आई पी इक्वल टू ICM. I have already calculated is 1 by 2 mr square, 1 by 2 mr square plus mr square, right? So mr square is, क्योंकि a की वैल्यू मैंने r के बराबर ली, so this becomes mr square. So we find that the moment of inertia with respect to this axis becomes equal to 3 by 2 mr square. 3 by 2 because 1 by 2 plus 1 mr square is 3 by 2 mr square. We could further take it कि अगर मैं कहूं कि what is moment of inertia of this disk with respect to an axis which is along the diameter of the disk. So you can now use the theorem of perpendicular axis for that purpose. तो आप ये इमेजिन करें कि हमारे पास एक डिस्क है, इस डिस्क का जो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया हमने अभी कैलकुलेट किया, दैट इज दिस वन, जिसमें हमने यहां से एक्सिस पास किया, एंड व्हाइल पासिंग एन एक्सिस थ्रू दिस पॉइंट वी हैव टेकन द मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया equal to mr square by 2. So here we have mr square by 2. This is mr square by 2. This one. If I call this as Iz, then I take two more moment of inertia, one along this direction, say it is x-axis, another along this direction. अब देखेंगे कि अगर मैं इसको Ix कहूं, इसको मैं Iy कहूं, both Ix and Iy are equal to the moment of inertia along diameter. So let me call them as the moment of inertia Id. So this is Id. This is also equal to Id. Now these two moment of inertias, Id and Id, can be combined together to obtain Iz. So I say Iz, which is equal to Ix plus Iy. So what is Ix? Ix is equal to Id. What is D? D is the diameter, so plus Id. And Iz is this one which we have already determined to be equal to 1 by 2 mr square. So what happens? We get twice Id is equal to mr square by 2, yeah, 1 by 2 mr square, and you will see that Id becomes equal to mr square by 4. And this moment of inertia which you have obtained is that for the diameter. In other words, the axis is that you have the disk and you are taking one of the diameters as the axis of rotation. So in this case it would be like this. Yes, का अगर एक diameter मैं लूं and I rotate the disk in this manner, so this would be the type of rotation. You will see क्योंकि diameter जो है वो इसका axis of rotation है. So with all this type of dealings, you have realized that how we can take different shapes and find their moment of inertia. एक बात ये है कि you will have to make some mathematical model, जिसमें आपने देखा कि अगर एक लेंथ एलिमेंट हो, उस लेंथ एलिमेंट का मास कैसे निकालना है इन केस ऑफ रिंग, अगर एक एरिया एलिमेंट हो उसका मास कैसे निकालना है. सो द ट्रिक इज मास पर यूनिट एरिया या मास पर यूनिट लेंथ मल्टीप्लाइड बाय द गिवन लेंथ. यूज द फॉर्मल डेफिनेशन ऑफ मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया जो हमारे पास है, दैट मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ ए कंटिन्यूअस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन वुड बी इक्वल टू I equal to integration of r square into dm. Dm you have to learn how to determine in different cases. Set up the integral, solve the integral and get the result. अगर आपने डिस्क का जो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया निकाला, the same result will hold true for a cylinder. So अगर ये एक सिलेंडर हो whose thickness is given, so you'll see that this moment of inertia will remain the same. And we have the moment of inertia of different shapes, like moment of inertia of a sphere, moment of inertia of a hollow sphere, moment of inertia of a cone, moment of inertia of a rectangular lamina, moment of inertia of a slab. So you will see that at the end of this lecture there will be a displayed table जहां पर आपको अलग-अलग shapes के moment of inertia दिए होंगे. And be careful that whenever you are dealing with moment of inertia of a rigid body, you have to give the name of the axis जिस पर वो moment of inertia निकाला जा रहा है. Unlike mass, moment of inertia is not a constant for all the kinds of orientations. It depends कि आपने किस तरह का axis use किया है, उसके लिए moment of inertia की value बदल सकती है. So best would be कि अगर आप एक moment of inertia याद रख लेते हैं, जैसे आपने देखा कि how we can use the property of theorem of parallel axis and perpendicular axis for determining others. तो अगर आप एक याद रखते हैं, the moment of inertia with respect to an axis passing through the center of mass and perpendicular to the plane of that body, उससे हम फिर और काफी सारे values निकाल सकते हैं for the rest of the these orientations of moment of inertia. Now I will give you a fair idea कि अगर हमारे पास एक rectangular lamina हो, उस rectangular lamina का moment of inertia हम कैसे निकालते हैं विद रेस्पेक्ट टू एन एक्सिस which is perpendicular to the lamina. So that way the moment of inertia of a rectangular lamina what I do here, मेरे पास एक ऐसा लैमिना है, here it is. You can imagine a cardboard like this and an axis is passing through its center. So in this manner we have a rectangular lamina, the axis is passing through its center. Here it is. So what I do is कि जो इसमें axis pass हो रहा है यहाँ पर, I will take this problem in two phases. पहला step में what I do is कि I find out the moment of inertia of this rectangular lamina. So this is the requirement I have. I want to find this moment of inertia. ये इसका center of mass है या इसका center है. Center, you understand, is the point of intersection of the two diagonals of this lamina. So here I want the moment of inertia. So I'll take first the lamina like this. ये मैंने lamina लिया. इस lamina को मैंने suppose ये इसका x axis और y axis है. So here is x axis and here is the y axis. So this is x, x dash, this is y, y dash, and then what I do is कि अब मेरे पास एक point है यहाँ पर point O. This point O is the center of this lamina. Now I take a strip, एक strip मैं यहाँ ले लेता हूँ. This strip is a rectangular strip और इस strip का area मैं ऐसे निकाल सकता हूँ कि if I say that the length of this lamina is L, this is L, and its width is equal to B, this is B, then you will agree with me कि अगर मैं ये एक strip ले रहा हूँ with a thickness, that thickness is this much and this thickness I call as dy और इसकी जो length है that length will be L, so this area will be equal to L into dy और once I see that this area is known to me, मैं अगर कहूँ कि mass of the lamina is capital M, mass of the lamina is capital M and its area is length into breadth, तो इसका area जो होगा that will be length into breadth. तो you will agree कि जो इसका mass per unit area होगा, mass per unit area, that mass per unit area will be equal to M divided by L into B. अब इस चीज को लेके और इस चीज को लेके you will see कि अगर मैं निकालूं कि what will be the mass of this strip, the mass of this strip will be equal to mass per unit area multiplied by the given area. The given area is L dy, so L and L gets cancelled. This becomes M by B dy. तो ये आपको एक elementary mass मिल गया. Now what is the distance of this? Say this distance of the strip from the axis passing here through the center O is y. So with respect to this axis, with respect to x dash, I can find out its moment of inertia. That moment of inertia will be simply mass multiplied by distance square. तो जो ये आपने निकाला mass per unit area, इस mass per unit area को आप multiply करोगे with the distance square. So it will be m by b into dy multiplied by distance square. What is that distance square? That distance square is y square. Now what I see is कि I can find from this moment of inertia the moment of inertia of this rectangular angular lamina, which I call as Ix dash would be equal to integration of, ये देखिए ये जो expression है इसको मैंने d I कहा है would be m by b into y square dy और you will take the limits. देखिए इसके limits कैसे ले जाएंगे. This distance if I call is 0, then this distance is minus b by 2. We have to give a due consideration to direction क्योंकि अगर आप एक्सिस के नीचे जाते हैं फिर आप एक्सिस के ऊपर जाते हैं. The way we deal with the Cartesian plane, we have negative y axis, positive y axis, positive x axis, negative x axis, उसका ख्याल रखें. So this will be minus b by 2 or this point will have the coordinate plus b by 2. So I'll integrate this with the limits minus b by 2 to plus b by 2. What I do is I get this as m by b, ये इंटीग्रल के बाहर आ जाएगा. Integration of y square with respect to y, integration of y square with respect to y between the limits minus b by 2 to plus b by 2 is to be found. So this will be m by b into y cube divided by 3. This is integration of y square between the limits plus b by 2 to minus b by 2. So this will be further that we have to give the values to y. So this will be m by b into, देखिए आप पहले y की जगह प्लस b by 2 जब डालते हैं, it will become b cube by 8 और ऑलरेडी डिवाइड हो रहा है 3 से, सो दिस विल बी इक्वल टू b क्यूब बाई 24. ये फॉर्मूला का माइनस साइन है. जब आप माइनस b बाई 2 की वैल्यू देते हो y को, सो दिस विल बी माइनस b क्यूब बाई 24. एंड व्हेन वी ऐड दीज टू, अब ये ऐड हो जाएंगे बिकॉज माइनस इंटू माइनस इज प्लस, सो विल बिकम ट्वाइस b क्यूब बाई 24 और यहां से एक b को कैंसिल करेगा, सो दिस विल बिकम mb स्क्वायर बाई 12. ये हमने एक एक्सप्रेशन निकाला विद द लैमिना. फिर एक और एक्सप्रेशन आप ऐसा करोगे कि यू विल टेक अप नाउ द सेम लैमिना, बट दिस टाइम यू विल डू इट लाइक दिस कि हमारे पास एक लैमिना है, दिस इज द लैमिना. इस लैमिना के लिए हम अब ऐसा एक एक्सिस पास करते हैं, दिस इज y एक्सिस, दिस इज x एक्सिस, and instead of taking a strip here parallel to x axis, we will take, so this is x dash, this is y dash, we will take a strip parallel to this axis. So this is the strip we will take. और इस स्ट्रिप का बिल्कुल वही ट्रीटमेंट जैसे आपने किया, except for this कि this is a distance along x, so I call this distance as x, I call this thickness as dx, this is L, the length of the strip, this is B, the width of the strip, or you can find out the moment of inertia, which I will call as I dash. We are finding this moment of inertia, that was I x dash. Now this will be I dash. So this is y dash will be equal to, आप यही प्रोसीजर जो प्रोसीजर हमने यहां किया, इसको जो आप रिपीट करोगे, you will get the expression ml square by 12. Now what you have done, आपने ये moment of inertia निकाला, ये वाला और ये वाला, and you use now the theorem of perpendicular axis, which says that Iz, that is this moment of inertia, is equal to I x dash plus I y dash. So that way what we obtain is, we obtain the value of Iz becomes equal to ml square by 12 plus mb square by 12, which you can write simply like this, m by 12 into l square plus b square. So I hope you have understood कि हमने इस केस में अब क्या करना है. I want for this lamina a moment of inertia with respect to this axis, जो axis इसके perpendicular है. So I want this moment of inertia. अब इस moment of inertia को निकालने के लिए I first found the moment of inertia with respect to this axis. Then I found the moment of inertia with respect to this axis. फिर मैंने दोनों को ऐड किया and I obtained this moment of inertia by using the theorem of perpendicular axis. This is Ixx, this is Iyy, या this is Iyy, this is Ixx. इन दोनों को ऐड करेंगे, you will get the moment of inertia of this rectangular lamina with respect to the z axis. So this is how we can proceed in different cases. और इसको आप repeat कर सकते हो इस procedure को for a slab also. For a slab also, the expression will remain almost the same. Thank you.